This video is going to be jam-packed with things that I want to show you. First thing is to get my brand new Norstar SD bed out, cleaned up, and start working on it because my 22 Ram 3500 is about to hit the dealer, and I got to go get that truck picked up and get back here, and this bed needs to be ready for when that truck is back. I'm going to show you in this video the ins and outs of the Norstar SD and how to take it apart, and I'm going to show you the 5 custom mods that I intend to do to this bed. First thing is, number one is custom paint. I'm doing a full color change. Black isn't going to work for me. I'm matching the bed exactly to the truck. Second thing is I'm going to install custom, I'm going to put an emergency light bar on top, so I have to do custom mounts on the headache rack. Third thing is heavy haul or over width flags. I need to have flags out, brackets for that are concealed between the cab and the headache rack that you can't see unless you've got the flags in. Fourth thing is ditching the cheap Chinese lights that come in the bed and upgrading to clear lens Maxima lights. And the fifth thing is more storage. What? Yes, more storage in the SD bed. Yes, it has a lot of storage, but hey, more storage is always a good thing, right? So I'm going to show you what I'm doing to this bed to add more storage. Let's do it. Hello everybody, Bobby J here. Getting started on my Norstar SD truck bed. Got to get it all ready for paint, get it all torn down, all the lights out, all the hardware, get the fenders, get all the diamond plate, get everything off of it, get ready for, I got my 2022 Ram cabin chassis 3500 is going to be here in just a couple weeks, so it's time to get this thing all cleaned up and get it torn down and ready for paint. I'm going to be doing the paint and I already got started. Did a spray out here on the door. Delmonico red is the color of the truck, and it's a deep kind of maroonish, and it's supposed to have like a candy look to it. Oh, sunlight trying to get in here just right. But yeah, it's supposed to have a candy appearance to it, and it's kind of a maroon, but then the sun hits it and it turns into a metallic red. Pretty cool color. But yeah, so I've got paint and everything ready to go for it. Just got to get it all stripped down and ready. Got the lights all pulled out of the headache rack. That guy right there, I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with that. I still have an issue with where this headache rack is going to fall in line with the roof line of the truck, because this truck's a limited that I got, and so it has 2 cameras in that third brake light, one that shoots straight out and then one that shoots down into the bed. And the one that shoots straight out is part of the rear view mirror camera system that is actually I guess it's an LCD screen or whatever that comes up on the rear view mirror rather than just a mirror. So if you've got anything back here it's blocking your rear view mirror and your traditional view, you can't see out the rear view mirror because you got something in the bed. Well, this is supposed to see up and above and give you a better perspective of what's behind you. and a better chance of seeing over the cargo that you have that would normally block your view. So I may possibly actually have to cut and notch this out. Again, I'm almost waiting for the truck to get here so that I can really get some realistic measurements. I hate to start hacking away on my new bed if it's going to clear anyway, but I know that that light's going to have to come off. So I got these lights on the headache rack out. I've got the bullet lights out up here, working my way around, and got this last. So this is the last of the bullet lights right here. I already got it all unplugged on the inside. There it is. There with the rest of them. Now, these guys here, you know, paint work is so involved. There's so much to do. That's why it's so expensive, you know, to have a paint shop do anything. But, you know, the diamond plate steps have got to come off. All this hardware, little rubber stops, all this stuff has to come out. These guys right here, looks like they just have 4 screws that hold them in. And then I saw down here, this wiring goes down and plugs in underneath. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just take these buckets out completely rather than trying to mask around them. Just, you know, for a better job, get the stuff out, get it out of the way. So yeah, let's kind of make forward progress here and get this thing all going and ready. Okay, the first modification I'm going to make is adding some brackets to the headache rack to be able to hold my emergency light bar. So I'm just going to take a sanding disc and knock this powder coat and everything and get it down to metal so I can start welding. And there we go, we're ready for welding now. And basically all I'm doing is I'm matching what I originally did on the flatbed that I made myself. It's on my 2nd gen, and I just put this angle iron on here to make a mount for my light bar. So here goes. There it is. So finishing up here on modification number 2, you can see I threw some black primer on, got the tabs all, or mounts all on for the emergency light. Not much to it yet, doesn't look like much, but hey, it gives you a place to bolt on from there for your light. Next would be number 3 would be the emergency, or the heavy haul, or the over width flags. This is kind of a big deal, something I haven't had on my other truck. When you have the flags, you got the emergency light, and you've got a CB and everything, you can be a pilot car. Pilot cars are now, with the price of everything, $85+ an hour. With my truck then, when we have to move heavy equipment that I can't haul on that Goose or one of my other ones, well, and we got to go to an 18-wheeler, I can then at least have the option of being the pilot car. So that's why I'm all set up for that. And it gives the ability. $85 an hour adds up. It starts paying for all that stuff real quick, like. And of course, I haul a lot of stuff that's over width, so as much safety that I can add, I want, because you know, you're always a lawsuit away from having a heck of a mess on your hands. So these brackets are real simple that I made, just a piece of angle and a piece of tube, and they're just bolted through here. Yeah, you can kind of see at least one of the bolts, and very simple. Take them out when you don't want them, put them back in when you do. And these brackets right here, they, when tucked up against with the cab right here, you know, you're not going to be able to see those unless you're trying to. So there they are. Modification number 4 is here's the factory Chinese light, one little LED there in the center, you know, nothing fancy about it. Here is the Maxima clear lens LED, and with the stainless bezel, a big difference there, big difference. At least to my eyes anyway. And then over here, here's like the ovals. Here's the factory Norstar one. It's just one row of LEDs versus 9 LEDs in the Maxima. And I like clear lenses. That's just what I do. So this is not factory. I punched both of these, added those in. Next one is down here along the fenders, and the last one is right there on the rear side of the fender. So I added 4 more bullet lights on each side, and I like lights. It should give the truck a real nice look at nighttime. And number 5, adding more storage to the Norstar ST. Yes, the Norstar ST has a ton of storage in it. Obviously, you need storage if you're buying the SD over a flatbed or something like that. Storage space is critical. But hey, why not have more? And I'm a huge fan of Montezuma. I've been using their boxes for quite a while now, a number of years. I just couldn't see myself not having a Montezuma box for my hand tools on my new truck. So these popped up on special on Montezuma's website, and I couldn't help myself. And it's a great box, great for organization when it comes to all your hand tools. I keep my cordless impact and stuff in here along with a couple other odds and ends. But yeah, I mean, I'm real happy the way this fits on here, spacing. I think it looks cool, and hey, more storage the better. Then over on the other side is I've got my roll air compressor. I've got the little guy here, the 5.5 CFM. I think this is going to make enough air for me. I usually use a wheelbarrow compressor, but I think I'm going to be okay with this little guy. Now, my plans here are actually to construct a Montezuma copy toolbox out of polished diamond plate, and I'm going to make it and can just completely enclose the air compressor, and like I said, match that box over there. And so when I go to use the compressor, I open the lid just the way the Montezuma style is and fire it up. Heat rolls right out the top. That shouldn't be an issue. And then we're all done. Close it up. It's protected from the weather, stays out of the sun, and it'll look like brand new still in 5 years. And my last extra storage item here is a UWS toolbox fuel tank combo. I picked this up used for a good deal. I couldn't pass it up. It's an 85-gallon tank. I have to be able to carry fuel. I have lots of big equipment that's thirsty. 85 gallons is barely enough. I'm used to 100, but I think I can make it work. Nice toolbox. For what these go for. Hang on, hold please. I couldn't pass this up. I think this will work good. It's 48 inches wide. The Norstar SD has a 50-inch bed spacing. Man, I got my fill right 20 gallon already. I'm a fill right guy, not a GPM guy. I've had excellent luck. I mean, I've got on my other truck with my fill right with this same pump, it's pumped 30-40,000 gallons probably, and still doesn't need a rebuild. So that's my storage space. I'll be able to keep some items up here. Like I said, 85 gallons of fuel for filling up equipment, and you can't beat having extra space. So that's where the bed's at currently today. I'm actually waiting to shoot paint until I get the truck here, because I want to make sure I have the chance to match it completely. With it being a tri-coat paint, it's difficult to spray, and the second coat really makes the color change on it. So like I said, you'll have to wait for part 2 to be continued, unfortunately, but I will have another video of shooting this thing down with Delmonico Red. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.